Still has that big black coffee, and he's off to Providence at that great Italian joint he likes on Federal Hill. What's it called, Rick? What's it called?
Andino's.
Andino's. On Federal Hill in Boston. He's a great sports fan and get a chance to chat. Hello there, buddy. What's going on today? What do you have?
What's going on? Hey, I wanted to call about John Dorsey, but we live parallel lives with the AFL. That was my Sunday. Boy, I'd sit there and watch the Jets and the Pats, and you'd hear Gowdy and DeRogatis, and then the game would end, and you get Charlie Jones all of a sudden calling San Diego and the Broncos.
Good point. Charlie Jones is a very unheralded old AFL broadcaster.
Right.
Charlie Jones had a great voice. I think he was from Denver originally. Charlie Jones was a great announcer. It's an excellent, excellent point. 100%.
It was with Kyle Rote, that group.
Yeah, Kyle Rote. Yeah, those guys. But, I mean...
You get Charlie Jones... The game would come on halfway through the first quarter, and you get Dickie Post running a sweep for the Chargers.
Number 22, little Dickie Post, with Hadel there at number 21.
Right.
Allworth was there. Steve Mix along that offensive line. That was a fun team, 100%.
Yeah, exactly. Rick Redmond.
I don't know him. Rick Redmond was who now?
He was a linebacker.
All right, listen to you. Listen to you, boy. Good job.
Well, anyhow, that's the other. But John Dorsey, you brought it up as like, when did he... run a team, make a draft. So I was kind of intrigued. I went back and started looking because it never hit my radar either. And you look back at the Chiefs. I was reading this article by Albert Breer of why he was, as you ought to call your buddy Clark Hunt, why he wasn't renewed. And they said because a lot of it was his unilateral decision making when it came to the draft and some of the draft picks he had made, which I found kind of interesting.
All right, so what draft picks did he make that turned out to be poor?
Eric Fisher was one of them. The
bad pick.
Tackle.
Yeah, bad pick. All right, and first round too, early pick. Go ahead. Who else?
Right, exactly. And they said it's also the way he managed his cap space and his back office stuff was a mess, and he didn't, get along with people. So I'm just going by Albert Breer. So
well, a lot of that is also Andy Reid. Reid got there first, got full control, and then he brought Dorsey in. Correct?
I guess he did, but then Andy Reid, the other thing that he made is they said he made the decision to draft Pat Mahomes. They left Dorsey out of it, and then when Dorsey's contract was up, Clark Hunt said we're not going to renew him.
Oh, really? So Dorsey had nothing to do with that at all? Are you serious?
Not at all. And I thought that was pretty interesting.
This just in, if you care, that is interesting. David Fizdale, no shock, next New York Knicks head coach. Dave Fizdale, thoughts?
They still have a cap issue. I mean, the coach is only as good as the players are going to bring in.
Yeah, and he had a fight with Gasol, so we see. All right, so big win by the Yankees today. Give me your thoughts on that. 5 runs late in the ninth inning against that beleaguered Astro bullpen. That was a significant 3-1 lead, 3-1 series. The Yankees here against the Astros this week in Houston. What's your take on that?
I think it's a pace setter. They're winning the games they need to. I mean, to come down to blow the lead today and come back and win that game the way they did, it's just got to be a huge confidence boost. They got the pitching they needed to. I mean, Chapman had that wild pitch. I'm a little bit concerned about Sanchez because he had the pass ball.
He's just not a good defensive catcher, by the way.
No, he's not. And once again, it highlights it, but the guy can hit.
Oh, a guy can hit.
And they're doing it with all the young guys. I mean, you look at their roster. I mean, Andujar hit today. Torres had the go-ahead run, base hit. The guy's hitting. They brought him up a week ago, and he's playing, like he's this top all-star second baseman. As
we said before, Drury and Neil Walker are never going to play again once Bird comes back in that lineup. There's 100% right. Good job, Brad and Ricky. Scott in Tampa, Mad Dog Unleashed. Scotty, good afternoon. How are you today?
I'm doing well, Doggy. Thanks. 2 real quick things before the hockey. Have you started watching Ozark yet?
No, I have not. I got to get I got to get the postseason out of the way first. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know, but once you get to, Chris, it's only I think 10 episodes. It's absolutely amazing.
They've only had one. They've had one series, 1 year of it. Okay, 1 year.
One season, and they've already been renewed. So it's not something you can watch and go, oh, they're not renewing. It's been renewed. So, and then the second thing, since you brought up the sports movies, and I watched it the other day because it just happened to be on, and it does a great job of capturing the time period for what it is set in, and that's Seabiscuit, which is a great movie.
Very good movie. Very, very good movie. That great horse there back in the 30s and 40s.
It just does a great job of capturing that era around the Great Depression, and and the bright colors on the jockeys and all. It does a great
and Jeff
job.
Bridges does a great job as the trainer of Seabiscuit. Does a very good job.
No, Chris Cooper's the trainer. Bridges was the owner.
Bridges was the owner. Okay, and Cooper was the trainer. Okay, I haven't seen that in a long time. It's a good movie, though. You're right. It's a good movie. Go ahead. Next.
Here's the thing on the hockey, Chris. Don't know if you watched it last night, but that was why Tampa Bay is better than Boston, Chris. Boston is a one-line hockey team. If you shut down Marchand, Bergeron, and Pastrnak, they've got nobody else. The Lightning still haven't had anything from Kucherov and Stamkos outside of an empty net goal last night, and they're winning the series, and their defense is much deeper than Boston, Chris. I'm not counting my chickens yet, but I'd be shocked if Tampa Bay loses this series.
I don't disagree. 9 in front of the hour. We continue here on Mad Dog Unleashed.